What's up, contractors? My name is Stefan. I'm the co-founder of this company right here, Contractor Launch, awarded one of the fastest growing marketing companies in 2025 in all of North America, which is pretty cool, but you don't really care. Fair enough. So I want to make this video because in the past couple of years, me and my partner Wouter have worked with hundreds of contractors in every single trade you could possibly imagine. And I've learned a couple cool things that could probably benefit a few people out there. Now, let me make something clear. I am obviously not good at being a contractor or tradesman myself. Okay, I used to be a sub. I'm not anymore, which is why I'm sitting here in my chair. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. What I am good at is marketing, sales, and observing other people. And what I've seen from our clients who are making money, who are contractors, and who are good at closing deals, there's a couple distinct differences between them and most other contractors. And that's probably the reason why they're closing so many jobs, even in crap markets, even in terrible economic situations. Doesn't matter. These tactics I'll share hold up time and time and time again. So I'm just gonna dive right in, no BS. So the first thing that I see is the delivery of the quote. And what I mean by that is a lot of guys go to the place, kind of scope it out, go back home, find out all their costs and stuff, and then send a quote over by email and hope that the prospect is gonna message them back and say, hey, all sounds good, let's do it. That sucks and it's not going to work, and I do not recommend it. What I recommend and what I've seen works, this is just what I've seen, my own opinion, could be wrong, is that the guys who give the quote either on the spot, right then and there in person, and or will go home, get their price, and then book a call to give the quote, close way more jobs. Now, there's probably a really easy explanation for this, which is that people get sold by emotions, not by some logical numbers, and probably some other scientific stuff, which both you and I don't care about. But the main premise we can take away from this is that when you send someone a quote by email and hope that they text you back, it's probably not going to go through. Why? Because they're going to get the quote, they're going to compare it. It's not, they're emotionally pulled out of what it is they want. Let's just take remodelers, some of the most common people we work with. If someone wants a new kitchen and that new kitchen is going to cost them 30 grand, and you're in the kitchen talking about ideas together, and then you go home and you send them a quote about the price for 30K, you're going to go, yeah, I don't know about that anymore. But if you're on the spot talking about how they're going to rechange their whole entire house, that's going to add 100K in value to their home, and they're finally able to have people over because they're going to have an extended bar and yada, 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 now all of a sudden 30K is a very small price to pay. Okay? Now I want to expand this a little bit more, which is that this is also a good way for you to filter out tire kickers and window shoppers. Because if you tell the person, the homeowner, that, hey, in order for you to get the quote, we're going to have to schedule a 60-minute phone call or Zoom call or even another in-home consultation if you wish, and they say no or they delay, well, then guess what? Don't even bother making a quote for them. Obviously, they were never worth it in the first place. Cool. You just saved yourself a bunch of time. Because if they're not even willing to hop on a call to discuss the quote, well, then they're probably not worth it in the first place. And another thing is when you discuss the quote with them, if they have concerns or objections or questions, instead of bottling it up and holding it inside and never sharing it with you and ghosting it with you, now they're going to tell you because either they're on the phone or they're either there with you in person, and they'll now share their concerns, which gives you a chance to actually sell them. It gives you a chance to handle the objections, to handle the concerns, to maybe explain the pricing, why it is the way it is. Because a lot of contractors complain that other companies always undercut them and get the job. Yeah, because they price way cheaper because they're using way worse materials. And if you didn't get a chance to explain that to the homeowner, I'd argue that's just as much your fault. And so there's a lot of things that you can do when you actually deliver the quote to the person in real time. Be it in person, on a Zoom call, on a phone call, it doesn't matter. But this tip has single-handedly helped some of our clients close a lot more jobs and can make you more money, which all I care about is that you make more money whether you work with us or don't. I don't care. I just hope that you make more money, because if it's not already evident, trades guys are the hardest working guys in the world and deserve to make more money. Simple as that. I believe that. I stand by that, which is why me and my partner founded this company. And so if you want to check out what we do, no obligation, there's probably a link below, some sales funnel. Go check it out if you wish. But I just want to share this in hopes that some of you could use this and go and make more money, because it's such a simple mistake I've seen time and time and time again that you can fix like that. Cool. Bye-bye.